If you ever find yourself in Vietnam, or Southeast Asia for that matter, you're going to have yourself a really good opportunity to check out Ho Chi Minh City, which is in the south part of Vietnam. I went into the city thinking that it was going to be much more of like a party scene and that I'd have a chance to meet a lot of expats and basically just have a lot of fun while I waited to ship off to another destination in the country. But upon leaving, I noticed that there's so much more to see there. There's lots of museums and parks, and mingling with the locals, I learned so much about the history that I'd previously not really understood or even really read about. I just thought it was a really great place. It had a lot more to offer than I had expected. One thing that I didn't expect was the urban sprawl that's taken over Ho Chi Minh and the motorbikes that just absolutely riddle the streets.
Yeah, this is not safe. Now I'm stuck in some sort of middle limbo. Oh dear God. Made it. Gentlemen, start your engines. This is absurd. Lots of trinkets, bamboozles, who's and what's it's. You name it, you can probably find it here. Necklaces, ooh, necklaces. Shirts, clothes, garments, jade. They got it all. Look who I found wandering the streets of Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh.
Scooter coming through.
Watch out.
They are blocking the door. We're just in little alleyways here in Ho Chi Minh. We're here now at the Ban Tan Night Market. Pretty much the same thing as the market that I showed you earlier, only they moved all their crap outside. And it's nighttime. And yeah, it's bustling, starting to get a little bit lively around here. Fruits. The motorbikes still drive freely right through this place, making it extremely dangerous, yet fun to be here at the same time. So if you're looking for nightlife in Ho Chi Minh City, this is where you come. This is the main street right here. It's called Bu Vinh Street. Bu Vinh Street. And at night there's tons of shops open for beer, tons of bars, people just sitting outside drinking. And it's all centered around the Crazy Buffalo, which you see way down there. This street's just pretty off the hook at night. Cool view with the tower in the background. Good drinking, good people, good fun. Look at the size of this bottle of Johnny Walker Red. For, what's 1,800,000?
Divided by 2, $90.
Alright, so I'm here now at the War Museum in Ho Chi Minh City, and looking forward to seeing some cool stuff, some pictures, and kind of a different take on the war than what we're used to in America. I get to see it from the Vietnamese side, so hopefully I'm going to see some cool stuff in here. You got your helicopters and tanks. Okay, so that's it for the War Museum here in Ho Chi Minh. There's definitely a different angle of the war than we're used to being taught in America. The Vietnamese here, and the way that they portrayed the war, is more of an act of aggression, a war of aggression, and it's America's war, unlike being the Vietnamese war the way we look at it, or the Vietnam War. A lot of stuff about Agent Orange, crimes of aggression, the My Lai massacre, a couple other massacres that I didn't even know about. It's powerful stuff. There's a lot of people inside that aren't able to handle it quite as well as I guess I thought coming in. Some real graphic images and stuff. Not exactly anything peppy, but I'm not one big on museums. I would definitely recommend taking a visit to the War Museum in Ho Chi Minh City. Just for another look at the war. We saw things about the jails here on Phu Quoc Island, and real informative, powerful stuff. Right there. If it looks like we're not going into a place, it's because we're cheapskates and decided not to pay. But those are the tanks that went through that building to take over Saigon. So we're eating wild boar and beef on the old grill with eggplant, okra, and meat. That's pretty much it. For cheap, for what is it, like $2 for this?
Is it the future? Is it the past? Open my eyes, just had to ask. Underpaid, I don't know the date, and the clock gives me that empty gas. I came alive in 1985, made a pretty good plan by the lakeside, but a real life comes like the weekday sun, and you end up burned like everyone. Child, one day you break my heart. There's a mountain the minute you start. Open the door, you can walk right through. On Monday, I'm done with.
Look at all these motorbikes. I mean, I don't know much about motorbikes, but I can tell you that that's a lot. One thing that I have to give Ho Chi Minh City credit for is that they do not have a lack of parks. Just walking around for about maybe an hour and a half today, I've come across 3 parks. Much like this, just real narrow and on the side of the road, but nonetheless, they do make an effort to make their city look nice. It's clean. I haven't seen any garbage on the streets. And I don't get that dirty feel, kind of unrefined feel, I guess I would say, that you get in a city like Bangkok. So here's a vision of Paris and Ho Chi Minh. The Notre Dame Cathedral in the center of the city. Quite beautiful, actually. And you see it from the rear, if you've ever been to Paris, this church really is modeled right after Notre Dame, or Notre Dame. The more I'm here, the more I'm walking around Ho Chi Minh, the more I'm actually coming to like it. All the parks, the people seem nice. You know, unlike in Phnom Penh or even in Bangkok, you usually get the, you know, tuk-tuk, lady, and all this. And here, it just seems a little more friendly and a little less in your face. Alright, that's that's it for Ho Chi Minh City. You've seen it, now go do it!
One day you break my heart.